Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, this is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I want to talk Tennessee Titans. And the Tennessee Titans are the real deal. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Alright, so I wanted to talk Tennessee is because it's the out of sight, out of mind thing. Basically, we ain't see Tennessee play for a week. They supposed to play the Pittsburgh Steelers, and unfortunately that didn't happen due to COVID. And every time I've seen Tennessee in the headlines, it was about what they violating types of protocols. They still trying to practice, and more players was testing positive. So every time you heard something about Tennessee, it was something negative. But to be honest, I did not think they was gonna beat Buffalo. And if I did think they was gonna beat Buffalo, I didn't know they was gonna do them like that. But I don't understand why I thought like that. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought like that wasn't going to be a blowout. But they used the same method that they did to the Ravens when they beat them in the playoffs. Buffalo Bills really never trailed the game. If they did, it was only for a little bit. And Buffalo like the front run. So that means they get on this high, super high lead that it comes to impossible to coming back. So I never seen Buffalo come back from behind. And it seems like they were struggling. It seems like they were struggling a lot. But if you think about it, Tennessee was well rested. They had a week off, and then plus they played Tuesday. So they didn't play Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. They actually played Tuesday. So they had a lot of time to game plan for them. And they probably watched them. They played a lot of zone against them. Seems like Buffalo was struggling against the zone. And it seems like Josh Allen, he's my MVP candidate. He was just in his head. But that just let me know Tennessee is the real deal. I like Mike Vrabel a lot. They coach, Tennessee Titans coach. He's coming up to me. Let me know if I'm overstepping. He's one of probably the best coach to come out of Bill Belichick's system. Let me know if you do any research and you see this video. Let me know who. Because what I thought about Josh McDaniels when he went to the Broncos, he completely failed and actually went back to the Patriots. Then you got the guy in Detroit, Mr. Pencil. He's not doing anything in Detroit, and seems like Mike Vrabel, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. Went to Tennessee. He made the bold move, actually the very right move, to bench Marcus Mariota. Actually got rid of him and started Ryan Tannehill, which I thought was completely ridiculous. But obviously, he made the right choice. He definitely made the right choice. Still Ryan Tannehill, to me, he's still a game manager. Once again, when I say game manager and game changer, it's no disrespect to game managers. I just don't think if Tennessee was ever behind and they needed Ryan Tannehill to pull him out of that, I just don't think he can do it. But what he can do and what he can do at best is not make mistakes, whereas though it would cost the team. Because if he start making mistakes, I don't see him as that capable quarterback to overcome it like a Patrick Mahomes. You get me? So it's not a lot of players on Patrick Mahomes' level at all. So I believe they picked the right guy for that system. They got a secure blanket in A.J. Brown. And the weird thing is, with my DK Metcalf video, I said DK Metcalf is better than most of the wide receivers that came out of his draft. But I'm like, A.J. Brown, I don't know. I don't know if DK Metcalf is better than A.J. Brown. If you put A.J. Brown with Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf with Ryan Tannehill, I'm just not sure. I think DK Metcalf will still do good. And I also think A.J. Brown do good. I actually think they possibly on the same level as of right now. But yeah, if you look at A.J. Brown's stats last night, he looked completely healthy. He had a week off. Derrick Henry, I guess secondary's worst nightmare. He just runs them over, man. He ran over Earl Thomas, made him look silly, and he made Josh Norman look silly. He literally tossed a grown man out the way. Tossed him out the way like he was literally nothing. And Derrick Henry went for only 57 yards, 2 touchdowns, 12 was his longest. So he did okay, man. He did okay. They was doing enough to move the chains, but I was extremely proud of AJ Brown. AJ Brown once again did his thing. And also, not to get off of Derrick Henry, according to Pro Football Focus, he broke like 8 tackles. 8 tackles. So yeah, Derrick Henry is once again a monster. And also Ryan Tannehill, according to Pro Football Focus, he was graded a 95.0 against the Bills. So, and he was also Offensive Player of the Week. So salute to Ryan Tannehill, man. He did his thing. That trio, man, I'm telling you, that trio will be hard to stop. Ryan Tannehill's really not going to make any mistakes. AJ Brown, he's a dominant wide receiver in this league, which a lot of people need to pay close attention to. So that trio on Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, and AJ Brown, that trio is something to be reckoned with. I didn't even get to the defense yet. Malcolm Butler out there making plays. Jadeveon Clowney doing Jadeveon Clowney things. Getting pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting to the running back. He's a great run stopper. So Tennessee is packed. And they ready to play, man. They ready to play. It's crazy to say, but out of all the quarterbacks right now that I trust in that division right now is Ryan Tannehill. Deshaun Watson, he's struggling due to culture change, basically. There's a lot of changes going on in the Texans right now, and Tennessee just seem tight, close together. Look like they're ready to win. They look like they're ready to win, and I believe that they believe they could have made a huge run last season, and it just didn't happen. So now they continuing what they did last season, man. They just continue what they did last season. They 4-0. They beat a top team to me in the AFC, and also not just the AFC and the league. And they made the Bills look like a bad team, and the Bills are not a bad team. I picked the Bills to go to the Super Bowl. But I'm pretty sure if they run into each other again, I believe the Bills will be well prepared. But Tennessee is a force to be reckoned with. That defense, once again, is stout. Ryan Tannehill is really not going to make any mistakes. Ryan Tannehill was spectacular in the red zone, actually. He was 5 for 5, 3 passing touchdowns, and 1 rushing touchdown. How much more can you ask from your quarterback? How much more, man? AJ Brown was clutch. Really going over these guys again. Stats for Pro Football Focus. 7 catches, 6 for a first down, 1 for a touchdown. So he was just completely clutch. He was clutch. But once again, there's just the out of sight, out of mind. And every time you seen Tennessee in the news, it was always something boneheaded. But they can listen to protocols and rules. We want to think of this, but we have to consider them a top team. They had to be in the power rankings. They had to be. But what do you think, or how do you feel about Tennessee? I believe Tennessee is a very good team and going to be a team to beat, or a very hard team to beat. And or do you think last night was because they was fully rested. Maybe they don't do that again. I don't know who could think that, but this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Ghost.